Hello friends, welcome to Cloud and Code Lab. In this video, we are going to see the ultimate Spring Boot roadmap from zero to advance. In the first phase, we will see the setup and the core concept. And in the first video, we will set up it and we will create one Hello World application. We will have our starter dependency, which will have the like auto configuration embedded server on which our application will run. In the next video, we will see the dependency injection. What is the IOC container means inversion of control, and we will see the some annotations like component auto wire for injecting the dependency. We can create the beans. Okay. In the next video, we will see the application lifecycle and the properties. We will have there is some life cycle of the bean means object when the IOC container creates and injects the bean, and that bean will use to invoke the functions, and finally it get destroyed. So we will see the life cycle, how it's work internally, and we will build our first controller. Okay, we will build our first controller using REST controller. It will mark our class as the controller. We will provide the base path of that controller, and we will use this get mapping to get the data from that method. Means that method will return the JSON format data. We can serialize it to the XML format based on the requirements. In the second phase, we will build the core REST APIs. What we will do now onwards, we will work on the architectural level, like basic to advanced level. Architectural level, we will have the controller, we will have the services and the repository to fetch the data and to perform the CRUD application through the database. Okay. In the next tutorial or in the next video, we will see the data persistent with the Spring Data JPA and S2. In this, we will connect our S2 database. It is a very lightweight database, and we will perform some database operations with our Spring Boot application through invoking in the endpoints. So in the next video, we will test our full CRUD application through the Postman, and we will have post mapping means inserting the data. We will have the put mapping for updating the data, and we will have a delete mapping for deleting the records. Okay. And the next video, we will see the professional request validation means DTO. DTO stands for data transfer object. It is a plain Java object which is used to serialize the data. Like when we have a user entity, the user will have the username and the password, but we don't want to return the password. Okay, so what we will serialize, we will make a DTO, and that DTO will return only those data which are required to return to the user. Now in the next we will handle the exception. In our application, generally we handle the exception using try and catch, but in this Spring Boot application, we will have some annotations like REST controller advice and the exception handler, which will handle the exception of the controller. And we will have this work for the REST controller advice will handles the global exception and together with the exception handler annotation. Okay, and we will see how we can handle the exception in this video. So in the advanced phase, in the third phase, so we will concentrate on security. So in this, our basic application will turn into the enterprise grade backend application, in which we will connect our S2. Previously we are connected with the S2 database, but from this phase we will connect our database to the PostgreSQL MySQL database. Okay, now we will develop an application with the Spring Data JPA and PostgreSQL, and we will store our data application data into the PostgreSQL database. Now we will work on the API with the Spring Security, and we will have the JWT in the next video, which stands for Java JSON Web Token Authentication. In this we will have the authentication and authorization, in which first we will authenticate a user, and then we will provide access, means authorize that user to access the particular endpoints. So we will have some role based authorization, we will have some method level and URL level also. In the next video we will write the JUnit test cases and mock our methods to check our code is working fine for the rigorous testing. And in the last phase, in the fourth phase, we will have the production and deployment. There is one tool which is the Equator, which monitor our application health, and we can see how our application is working. We will dockerize our application and making the image of creating the image and deploy on the cloud. And there are some free cloud platform on which we can deploy our application, like Render and Railways. First we will have to push our code to the GitHub, and after that we can deploy our containerized application, and we will have the live URL, and we can invoke and we can perform the actions through that URL. So this is the roadmap of a Spring Boot from zero to advanced, and we will develop many applications. We will also connect this application with the React.js front-end application, and we will see the data, how we are facing the data on our application. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this, and if you want to learn the Spring React.js, so you can check this playlist. And thank you for watching.